Hey everybody, welcome back to the Benefits Cooldown Ted Lasso edition. That's Sam Obasanya. I am Ted Lasso, aka Ed Legande. Eric Silverman here for another episode of the Benefits Cooldown Ted Lasso edition. Sam, do we have a good quote today?
I do. I got a good one for you. All
Let's
right.
hear it.
So she's got some fences, all right, but you just got to hop over them.
She's got some fences, all right. You just got to hop over them. All right. Well, look, when I hear that, I think of sales. I think of objections. I think of pushback. I think of stall tactics. I think of, you ready? I think of excuses, right? So we can apply that to business. We can apply that to daily personal lives. But let's talk about business for a second. So one of the key tools that I learned early on, more than 20 something years ago, when I got into the benefits business, really when I got into sales and marketing and so forth and prospecting, is to overcome objections using the AAA method. So when I hear an objection, I always try to overcome that objection using AAA. And I wish I was talking about baseball AAA, but I'm not. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say AAA, Ed or Sam?
I don't know yet, but why don't you drop it on me?
All right, I'm going to drop that knowledge. You ready to catch it?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. So AAA, you hear an objection. The very first thing you want to do with that first A is you want to agree with them. That is the very first thing you want to do when somebody gives you a crazy, off the wall, or even a good objection. Agree with them. And I'm going to back this up and give you an example in a moment. That's the first A. Always agree with them, okay? The second A in the AAA method of overcoming objections is to answer them. So it's agree, answer the objection, and then the third A in the AAA formula for overcoming an objection is action, right? Agree, answer, action. Agree, answer, action. It goes something like this. So Ed, you're my prospect. Sam, excuse me, sorry, giving you the objection. Sam, you're my prospect, and you give me some crazy objection. It's too expensive. I don't want it. I love my current broker. You're ugly. I don't care what it says, right? It doesn't matter what they say. Well, I'd work with you, but you're just really ugly, and there's not a 4K camera or lighting that would make you look any better, Eric. Fantastic. That's your objection, right? You just gave me that objection for buying benefits, no problem. So what I would do if I heard that objection is I'd say, absolutely, Ed, I couldn't agree with you more. You are spot on. You've never been more right in your life. Now, I just laid it on a little extra thick on purpose, but the reality is the first thing I say is, absolutely couldn't agree with you more. Now, why is that so important when you're answering an objection? Because when somebody gives you a natural objection, they immediately assume that your defense mechanism is going to pop in and you're going to start arguing, that your tension's going to get high. So you're so ugly, right? Again, I'm being dramatic on purpose. In my defense, you would assume, say something like, something I probably shouldn't say here on camera, right? But no, I take it the complete opposite way and I say, absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more, right? That's me agreeing with the objection. What does that do to my prospect who gave the objection? Their tension level, their shoulders just went down. They were expecting a fight. I'm not giving them a fight. Their tension level just went down. So I agreed with them. Now, second A, action. So what's that? Or excuse me, answer. Agree, answer, action. So second one is answer. So I say, absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. You've never been more right in your life. In fact, and then you start to answer the objection. My mom always said I was ugly as well. My wife says it. My kids say it, blah, blah, blah. I'm answering the objection, right? I'm trying to add a little bit of levity here, but the reality is I'm answering the objection. Couldn't agree with you more, right? Et cetera, et cetera. And then action is getting them onto another topic, right? Getting them onto another topic. So you're ugly. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. In fact, my mama said that too growing up, but the good news is it never held me back. And with that in mind, let's go ahead and talk about the fact that my kids are actually very beautiful, and they learned that from their mother. They got that from their mother, right? Now, again, this might sound silly, but whether I'm using the exact verbiage or not, anybody that's listening to this, and I appreciate you very much, if you've ever had a conversation with me, I practice this on the daily and you don't even realize it. I don't even realize I'm doing it because I've been trained and it's so ingrained in my mind. I agree with everything 100% of the time, right? You're fighting with your wife or your husband, just agree with them because they're not expecting it. Absolutely, you couldn't be more right if you tried, blah, blah, blah. That's my answer. And with that in mind, we're still going to do it this way, right? Again, small jokes, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Hopefully my wife's not listening, but the reality is it works. So if you're trying to overcome objections, Ed, Sam, anybody listening, practice the agree, answer, action. Another tool or tip that's out there that people oftentimes are trained in early on in their sales career. I was not trained on it, but it's a very similar formula, is triple F. F as in Frank. And if you don't know what that is, I'm not going to go through it today. Very similar to agree, answer, action. And that is feel, felt, found. I feel, I felt, and what I found. Feel, felt, found. Very akin to agree, answer, action. Did you catch it? I dropped it. Did you catch it?
I did. I caught it. The AAA and the triple F. I like it.
All right, brother. I appreciate you as always. Anybody listening today, comment in the section below wherever you're watching or listening this, and let us know your ideas for overcoming objections in general. And of course, to prove that you listened, I don't know. I got a water bottle in front of me. Put water bottle in the comment section. Just go ahead and type water bottle. That way we know that you listened to today's episode. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Ed. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week for another episode of the Benefits Cool Down, Ted Lasso edition.